This has been the highlight of my Vietnam vacation. Our guides Bruno and Nick are very commendable. They took us on a journey to the history and the culture of Vietnam. It's like we are just talking casually with a friend. I have no regrets in booking this tour instead of the group van tour, plus you can immerse yourself fully to the Vietnamese culture by motorbike. And they took great pictures of us on different locations. I will highly recommend this tour when you are visiting Hanoi. It was lively and never a dull moment. Kudos to Bruno and Nick and to the team. I had such a lovely morning with my guide, Guard. The bike was comfortable and I always felt safe despite the crazy Hanoi traffic. At each location Guard taught me so much about the history and culture associated with it. He introduced me to some new Vietnamese dishes and gave me a bunch of spots to check out on future days. He also doubled as a photographer, so I got some cute photos in each place. I highly recommend this tour. Leon is the most amazing tour guide I've ever met, not just in Vietnam. He's really funny and takes his responsibilities seriously. He shared lots of interesting history and stories about the tourist spots in Vietnam, and even suggested great local restaurants. Tyler and Mike were amazing tour guides with their extensive knowledge of their country's history. The tour started with having a coffee in a local cafe and ended with fun a local restaurant which was yummy. 2 thumbs up for this tour. Smiley face emoji. First off, Po my guide was a fine gentleman. He speaks English well and was very accommodating. It was really good that he is familiar with the inside hallways, that it added to the fun of the entire trip. I enjoyed the motorcycle ride and the places we went to. As a local, I loved the stories he also shared about the places and his general experience of growing up in the area. The type of tour is very much a good way to experience Hanoi in a unique way. Thank you Po for the wonderful experience, smiley face emoji. I just had the most incredible motorbike tour of Hanoi with Mr. Aaron. We packed so much into one trip, it was amazing. We zipped through the city hitting all the must-sees, the mind-blowing train street, the iconic Ho Chi Minh mausoleum, the serene Tran Quoc Pagoda, and even Hanoi's oldest bridge. We also saw the French Quarter highlights like the Opera House and St. Joseph Cathedral. For a local touch, we visited the oldest newspaper company in Vietnam, Westlake, a real hidden gem. And of course, no Hanoi trip is complete without delicious fun coffee. Mr. Aaron found the best spots. He's a fantastic guide, super knowledgeable and friendly. Highly recommend this tour. Amazing trip. Thanks to Steven, who's my tour guide, photographer and motorbike driver. He's a wonderful young man, cheerful, energetic, and knowledgeable to share with me all the informative stories and history about Vietnam. We chatted a lot with all interesting sharing, photos were great. Indeed an enjoyable journey and experience. Definitely unique experience to use motobike to go around Hanoi. Kudos to Gina who planned the trip well, and explains many history of Vietnam in Hanoi. Strongly recommend to give a try for this tour to experience local Vietnamese culture. Aaron and Brian were fantastic guides and we would be surprised to encounter better guides throughout our entire 2-week trip. They were energetic and full of interesting information and took us a bit off the beaten track to some fantastic and interesting places which we would never have experienced on our own. We went to churches, temples, the underworld and a back street showing great street art, then stopped for some tea, watched the beautiful sunset and did a quick drive past Ho Chi Minh's mausoleum. Finally stopped for an awesome authentic Vietnamese dinner, one of the best we had in Hanoi. In addition, we loved the experience being taken on the back of their bikes without worrying about the crazy drivers and traffic in Hanoi. Can't recommend this tour enough. I decided to take the motorbike tour instead of a walking or car one of experience the local motorbike way of traveling, and I certainly made the right choice. Enjoyed this tour so much. Many thanks to my guide, Duc, Aaron, who took the time to really explain the history behind the spots we went to. He was very friendly, speaks English really well, and drove carefully. Highly recommend this tour.